If the Las Vegas Raiders don't draft Jalen Carter or one of the quarterbacks, they're likely to take a corner, right? There are 3 of them in this draft that are pretty highly ranked among this year's prospects. The big 3 are Christian Gonzalez, Joey Porter Jr., and Devon Witherspoon. Witherspoon is the guy the media has as their number 1 corner in this draft, so Raider Nation has gone along with him for the most part. The guy is good. There's no way I can or would want to take that away from him. He has the best numbers of the 3 with a completion percentage of 35% and a passer rating of 25.3 when targeted. He looks like a squeaky clean prospect on film too, but there's a lot more to it than that. Remember, when looking at prospects, it's about much more than how well they played in college. It's also about how well they do certain things you may ask them to do once you draft them. Fit is everything in the NFL and can be the difference between a star and a bust. The Raiders are a press man team, so they must draft corners that can do that well. There are also other concerns with Witherspoon. Let's see if he fits the Raiders. First things first, to be a Raider corner, you have to be able to tackle in the run game, and Witherspoon can do that. He loves to come up to and behind the line of scrimmage to make tackles. He's a smart player too, so he's not going to be fooled by your trickery. He'll come up and get your running backs. He'll come up and get your running quarterbacks too. He's also a reliable tackler that stops already bad plays from getting worse. He's going to prevent a touchdown and give his goal line defense a shot. Witherspoon is also a good tackler in the passing game. Oh, he's only 5'11", 185 pounds, but he'll come up and rock. And if you think you're going to get past him on those receiver screens, you're not. When opposing offenses are trying to get certain guys the ball out in space, he makes the tackle. He's going to come off of his guy and make a tackle. And here he helps keep a bad play from getting worse in the passing game. Alright, he's good in coverage, but he's not much of a press man corner. Even when he's lined up in press man, he doesn't touch receivers. That was obviously a good play though, and so is this one. But again, he's not very physical. Here Wisconsin's going to try him in press man with no press, but nope, it's not going to work. As a matter of fact, he's going to deflect it and it's going to get picked off. Nope, they're trying him up top again, and it's not going to work. But what concerns me is he didn't really play against any top receiver prospects like Porter and Gonzalez did. Here's a look at him in zone, which he's pretty good at. He gets a good break on the ball there. He had a good sense of where the quarterback's going with the ball on this one too. But make no mistake about it, he's at his best in off-man coverage. Look at the route recognition here. He got there right when the ball got there. Watch him jump the slant and get his hand on the ball here. He's going to run this route over the middle with the receiver here. He's going to jump that slant again and get his hand on it. Yeah, he has a beat on those short routes. He just looks to read it, sees it, and plants his foot in the ground and goes and gets it. He's going to let you know about it afterwards too. That route recognition is just as good on intermediate routes. Here he runs the out route with the receiver. And he does the same thing over here. He sees this little hook route coming all the way. Here we got a little dig route and he sees it and stops it. But again, the best prospect he played against was Jaden Reed from Michigan State, and he's a third-round prospect. Oh yeah, and he knows when opposing teams are trying to go deep on him too. Here they're going to try him on a fade because he's only 5'11", but he's not going to let him get it. And on this one, he gets closer to the ball than the receiver does. You can tell he studies his tape because he was ready for this. And he gets it, going back the other way with it. This Witherspoon kid looks like he can play a little bit, but is he a fit for the Raiders who like to run press man coverage? He doesn't even touch receivers even when he's lined up at the line of scrimmage. And when third-round receiver prospect Jaden Reed is the best receiver you played against this year, there's got to be some questions about the competition you played against. This isn't to say he's not a good player. I'm just comparing him to the other two big-time prospects at corner. Porter played against Jackson Smith-Njigba of Ohio State, and Gonzalez played against Jordan Addison of USC, both first-round prospects. So what do you think? Keep all the factors in mind here. Thank you for watching. See you next time.